Testing, testing, testing. Okay, none of my videos ever work, but I'm just going to throw this up here. You see this? This is the star. Inside, it makes another world. It's an empty space in the middle. They fill up. So you flip all these inside the middle, you end up with 6 divisions inside, 6 divisions outside. Within all the divisions, you see the cracks? All these cracks, a formation comes. An X comes, an X comes, and then a line right across here it comes, joining to create the H and the I center of the Magen David. Now, my videos haven't been uploading. I'm going to do this really quick. I don't want to just... Everything has been about Barack Obama. I went to JF Kennedy Boulevard. The exit was 43. The taxi that took me there was 34. 3 times 4, 3 plus 4 equals 7, which equals 12, which equals 19. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 equals 3, and 2 equals 5. That's the electronic, the BC world, the 2 world and the 3 world, the connection of the 3 world. It's like in the world of darts. First you get 20, then you get a double 20 for 40, and then you get a triple, you get 60. 60 seconds on the clock, and let's begin. The dead center is the 50 and the 30. The 50 and the 30 of the green and red dead center is the 50 stars, and the 30 eggs that are joined together is 15 and 15 in an egg tray. All these are like going to play pool, and one of the pharmaceutical companies shows one of these for their sign. 15 and 15, 15 and 15, 15 and 15. But the numbers that go in between here, they add up to 15. The number that goes from here to here adds up to 15. 2, 5, and 8 is 15. 4, 5, and 6 is 15. 1, 5, and 9 is 15. 3, 5, and 7 is 15. Then you recreate this into the 60-second clock. That's all I saw today. Barack Obama and JFK. Remember this. The 31st president, 13 presidents later, comes to Herbert Hoover. H. When you create an H, have you ever seen what it does? This is an H. This and this together, you put a line across, it's an H. It also becomes I and I. You have I and H. I and H is 17. 17, Barack Obama with 26 to dog pound. 17 and 26. 1 and 7 is 8Q. 26 is ZQ. It's all been put in the first position of your debit card machine. And it says 43. Don't forget, because of Grover Cleveland, all the president's men now go down 1 a notch. The reason we do this is when we play Monopoly and you start off, go is the first position, and if you roll 8, you're sitting on the 9th position because you started off from the first position. So everything gets moved back once. Just like the leap year. In every year, the leap year, you're always moving back because you're never reaching the 365.25 days. The first year, you fall back 6 hours. The second year, you fall back 6 hours. The third year, you fall back 6 hours. The fourth year, the day ends, you fall back 6 hours. You start the 29th of the month, and you make up 6, 6, 6, and 6 during that day. You make up 4 time periods. The same thing goes with the piano. Piano is the 24th over here and the 28th over here. 28 is man, 24 is the cat. The total of 52 makes earth. You put the one on the top of each other, it becomes 29. It represents the sun. 9 times 6 is 54. 5 and 6, and 4 and 5. 9 and 11. 2 times 3, 2 plus 3 equals to 5 and 6. 1, 4, 7 in the week. Skip that 1, take that out. Just go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 5 and 6, which is man, which is the wolf that howls at the moon. Mr. Howell, Thurston Howell III, howling at the moon. The 3 little pigs that I always forget to mention in my videos. Something to do with the brick house. The brick house seems to be in Islam, and they're protecting that block. Is it a real moon? Do we need? Well, Venus, okay, is man's moon, his sandbox. Venus' moon comes out in Mars, and Mercury's moon comes out in Earth. That's the way it is. So we have 2 moons that come out of Venus, which goes to Mars, and 1 moon that comes out of Mercury, which goes into man's heart, which says Mercury and Venus really doesn't exist. And if it does exist, it exists in the laboratory of one of the planets. Is the laboratory Uranus? Why do I say that? Because if the 2 is going to the bathroom with the 1, or the sperm and the egg get together, they each meet. When you play piano, center C is the center. A and B is before it, and the 7 is before it, because you go 2, 1, 1 to 2. You got to go back from 1 is to 7, forward from 2. We'll jump onto the other side of C. So if you go forward, 1 and 7 is 8. 2 and 7 is 9. 9 times 8 is 72. Now what happens when you get 5 and 6 for the fox? The complete reverse number. In craps, you win. But 5 and 6 reverse number is 1 and 2, you lose. That's all I'm going to say right now. All I know is now Canadians are going to Tennessee. The 24th Stanley Cup is moving into order of Tennessee. Tennessee is an orange. It's part of the 9/11 connection that's connected on each side of Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, in which is also connected with Tennessee. I think it's states and New York City, and the Canadians are there this weekend. It's a pretty scary weekend. But it's going to be scary until the end, until something happens, I know, because that's all I'm waiting for. But whatever it is, it is. Like one of the gentlemen said, I think it was Dabu 007, was that who it was, or 777? Okay? None of this is real. This is made so we can live here. Without it, we can't live here. We need it all to live here. But they manipulate it all, almost like a splinter. Because in order to go over to JFK, there was a road that I was supposed to take that we didn't take. It was called La Chapelle. It's something more or less, they have a needle that gets plugged into you. Anyways, a splinter. A splinter because they split apart something inside your pineal gland or somewhere in you that made your Rubik's Cube connect to another Rubik's Cube. Here's the moon, at least one part of the moon. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Before I go, just to tell everybody, this is the light. It adds up to 7 because they don't overlap each other. Everything else, 4 overlaps 3, makes 5. It doesn't matter what you do, as long as you don't touch the 6, everything else is 5. 5775, 5775 is General Electric. It's George. Okay, it's George because I'm trying to figure out where my video is right now. George says General Electric on it. I'm trying to figure out where my video is. My video's not here. My video's not here. Boy, I lost my video. Okay, here it is. So Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. I'm keeping up with all of you. This is a very short video, I know. I just want to see if it uploads. And then maybe I'll come back with another one. Thank you.